That every brand in here is either going to win in or you are going to lose. That is the human brain. It's a microscopic image of the human brain. And that's a magical organ, right? It consumes lots and lots and lots of information. We just heard from Dominic. What'd you say, Dominic? 362 brand experiences. We've heard over and over how many thousands of ads we see every day, and this human brain has to process all of that. I think it's important to know that it's not just processing content from brands, it's processing everything. It's processing when your daughter's birthday is coming. It's processing when your anniversary is coming. It's processing what you're going to have for dinner tonight. It has a lot of work to do, and I think brands often forget that what we're trying to do is to influence the human mind. You know, we all as brands have access to the same information, right? Augmented reality and Internet of Things and traditional media and social media, and all of that is coming at the human brain. And we also work in categories where the products, they're all pretty good, right? You know, when's the last time you made a really bad brand choice? It just doesn't happen very often. So the question is, how do you separate your brand when your product is as good as the guy on the shelf next to you? My view, and what I've made a living doing, and Flavia, you were very nice to glow about my career. My view is that what makes brands special is creativity. And I'm going to talk about how McDonald's raised the creative bar to become one of the most effective advertised brands in the world for 2 times in a row, and became the Marketer of the Year at Cannes way back in 2014. I heard many of the speakers. Michael, you really got me excited this morning when you talked about making things simple, because branding has become this complicated thing. I also think it's important to realize that it's really hard to get the results that we all want to get. And I'm going to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about giving brands charisma to grow. And charisma means to exercise a sense of charm that inspires devotion. This idea of a sense of charm, I think, embraces a lot of what we heard so far today about really leaning into the DNA, the authenticity of your brand as a way to inspire devotion from our customers. If you want to make creativity part of the fabric of your company, that takes a commitment at all levels of the organization. And I would argue that the top of the organization has to embrace this thought. When I said at McDonald's that I want to become the Creative Marketer of the Year, people asked me, well, why do you want to do that? Do you just want to make great ads? And I said, well, no. What I want to do is I want to increase our return on investment, because I'd seen data at McDonald's that said that our award-winning creative content had a 54% higher return on investment than our non-award-winning work, 54%. Now, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I thought if I could have more of that, then that would create velocity for the business. So the commitment wasn't to just doing great creative content. It was about using our creativity to drive the business. And compassionate leadership is about listening. It's about engaging. It's about asking questions more than providing solutions. It's about being open to learning and being proven that you're wrong. And anyone in this room that is responsible for leading people, especially creative people, compassionate leadership is central to getting the work higher and higher and better. People want to work for those people who care about them. And that's important, and it's central to creativity and driving it for your businesses. The other kind of leadership is about, when you're driving a creative agenda, is that you need a couple things. You need people at the top who say this is important. In the case of McDonald's, I was able to get the leadership of the organization, our line management, to believe and understand why this was so important. And I put it to them in business terms, right? 54% higher return on investment. That's why we need to invest in creativity. That made sense. So you need that.